Hi everyone, welcome back to Desired Foods. Today we are making Caribbean curry goat. So here I've got my goat meat that I have actually washed and cleaned. So I'm just adding some salt and pepper. Then I'm adding some minced ginger and garlic paste. Now if you've got fresh, by all means use the fresh. And then I'm adding my homemade green seasoning. There is a link below where you can find out how to make this. Then I'm adding some Amchar powder. Then to this I have got some duck and goat curry powder. So this is the hot and spicy and it's made by the Chef brand. And then I'm going to add some cumin powder. And now for the fresh ingredients, I've got some thyme, some spring onions, some tomato and some fresh parsley. And now we're going to give this all a good mix. So I'm just going to wrap this in some foil and leave overnight. The longer you leave this to marinate, the better it's going to taste. So I'm just going to wrap it up, pop it in the fridge overnight. So now the nighttime is done and we're on to the next day. I've got a bowl here that I'm just adding some homemade green seasoning to, which I'm just going to add some hot water to. And then to this, we're just going to make a slurry. So I'm adding some chef curry powder. Now you can use any Caribbean curry powder that you have to hand. I'm using the duck and goat curry powder as well. And then I'm going to add some of the Amchar Masala again. And we're just going to mix this and make a slurry. And now this is what we're going to use to start our curry off with to fry. So as you can see, I'm just trying to get it out of the bottle. It is a new bottle, so it's quite jam-packed. So then as you can see, I'm just going to mix this all together. So here I'm just going in with some more curry powder, just to thicken it up a little bit. And then I'm just going to give that a good mix. So now I've heated up my pot and I'm just going to add some vegetable oil. And then to this, I'm just going to add 1 onion and I've got 1 small chilli in there as well. And we're just going to give that a little mix. So now that my onions have browned up slightly, I'm going to add the slurry that we made earlier. Now I have put this on a high heat and I'm just going to fry this till all the water is evaporated. But first I'm just going to add a little bit of garlic. And we're just going to give that a good mix. So now what you want to look for is that your curry thickens up, and then when you know this, it would be all the water has gone and you'll just have oil and you're just going to have it where it looks like a curry paste. So this might take up to about 5 to 10 minutes before it thickens up. So as you can see here, it's slightly thickening up now. And this is where you're just cooking off all the masalas, because if you don't cook it off, you're going to have like a raw curry taste and you're not going to get much flavor from it. So what you have to do is cook off your curry powders. So now as you can see, it's come to a thick curry paste and this is the consistency you're looking for. So when you get to this consistency, this is where you just want to turn to a medium to high heat and then you want to add your meat to the pot. So I'm just going to fry this for about 5 minutes. Then what I'm going to do, I'm going to pop the lid on and then I'm going to leave it for 10 minutes and then I'll get back to it. So this is after the 10 minutes. So as you can see, it sprung its own juices out of the meat. So now what I'm going to do, I'm just going to put it on a higher heat again, and then I'm just going to dry out all the juices so everything sticks to my meat. Now you can see that the juices have slightly dried up and everything is clinging onto my meat. So this is where I'm just going to add some water in the bowl that I had the meat marinating in, just to get all the last spices out of it. And I'm just going to add some water to my curry and I'm just going to give that mix. So now I'm just going to pop the lid on and let that cook on a low heat. So I've checked this now, so this is when it's been cooking for 15 minutes. Now if you need to add some more water, you can. So just keep on checking it. So all you're going to do every 10 to 15 minutes is open it up, give it a stir. If it needs to add some water, just add some and then give it a stir and put it back with the lid on. So as you can see, I've gone in with a little bit more water here. So now I'm just going to cook it till it's fully done. So as you can see, the meat is nice and soft now. So now at this point of my curry, you can add potatoes if you like. And I'm just adding a tiny bit more water with that. And this is where you can taste it to see if it needs more salt or anything else. And then you're just gonna pop the lid on and let that cook till all your potatoes and meat is absolutely falling off the bone. So this is what my curry goat looks like once it's done. So as you can see, the potatoes are soft and they just break up. And I'm just serving this with some Dosti roti. So if you want the recipe for this, please check out my channel and I have the full video on here. So this is just a 2-in-1 roti. So that's what I'm serving it with today. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you haven't already subscribed to my channel, please subscribe and hit the like button. And I'll see you all next week. Thanks guys. Bye bye.